Hello and welcome to Monday evening stream where we will be running the Class 66 across various UK routes, which I'm really excited to do. It's always good fun jumping in the 66, so hopefully this will be a good one. We're starting off on the Great Western Main Line, on Great Western Express to be exact. Let's get things set up. Can I have... got headlights on? Yep. Just let me know if the 66 is a little too loud, because I know sometimes it can be. So we've got instrument lights, let's put those on. Just turn around here, we'll pop AWS on, and somewhere there is DSD as well. He says... I can never remember which one it is. There it is. Perfect. Right. We are running all the way from Reading to... let's just look. We're going to Acton Yard. So this should be a good little run. It should take us about half an hour. After that, we will then jump into another UK route and we'll run another service. So looking forward to this. I've got a couple of you already in the chat, which is nice to see. So evening, that one random doge. We've got aviation fan as well. We've got Ron as well. Afternoon, or evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And let's get going. Unless those brakes are not releasing, so... parking brake is off. We've got cut out, should be cut in, so we are released on the brakes there. Okay. Put a bit more power on and there we go. Morning Tracks and Chill. How are you doing? There we go, we're finally going. And away we go. We're early evening, so it's got quite nice lighting as the sun starts to go down. Bit more power on and we should be good. Let's just look at our path. We we'll cross over into the slow lines and then we'll just run all the way to our first go via location, which is here at Maidenhead, and then we carry on to Acton Yard, which is, I think it's, this one here if I'm not much mistaken. So we've got a good fair little distance to go. And you can see the feather is illuminated, indicating that we'll be going left, so all good. Little go on the horn there. That one, you've got a Siri suggestion called that next station. Oh, that sounds intriguing. Do tell more about it. Oh, you do some passenger mode road stuff. That would be pretty cool, actually. Tracks and Chill, you really like the 66, one of your favourites. Yeah, it is really fun to drive. What I would like to see is the 66 in different operator liveries, because that would be cool. Obviously, we've got it. We tend to see the DB livery on this route, the Great Western Express, but everywhere else it seems to be EWS. I would like to see it in some others, so such as GB Rail Freight or Freightliner, Collis Rail. They all run 66s, so it wouldn't be out of place. So it'd be nice to perhaps one day, get some different liveries. Okay, we can run it up to 60. That one, doing some more passenger ride stuff would be pretty cool actually, because it would allow me to interact more with chat rather than trying to try and drive and chat at the same time. So yeah, that could be quite good. So we've seen a 166 past us, and we've got a HST coming in past us as well. It's nice. DSD shouting at us. Ron, and they said jets would replace trains. What a comeback. Yeah, absolutely. Kick off the series with embankment to Reading via Paddington. Yeah, that would be pretty cool actually. You could probably do something similar with Victoria to Brighton, and then Brighton to somewhere like Seaford or Eastbourne. I can imagine that working. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes when you're driving, you sometimes miss how good the scenery is in Train Sim World. So it wouldn't be a bad thing to do a passenger ride and take it all in. We're up to 60. We'll just ease back slightly off the panel. Just ease all the way back off. Maybe a little bit more. Make sure we don't speed. We should have a pretty clear run all the way to Acton. As I say, it should take us around half an hour, and then happy to take suggestions as to which UK route we jump into next. Could be Southeastern Highspeed, Birmingham Cross City, Brighton Main Line. They all very much have Class 66 freight runs. Any of them would be pretty cool to jump in. That one at the end of the episode, people comment. People in the comments can decide where to go next in Train Sim World, and you can possibly write down the comments and select one at random to do. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Go through, I think this is, I'm not sure where this is. Let's have a look. Yeah, I thought this was Twyford. Let's get a little bit further up, and I'll tell you what, we will watch this Class 66 fly past. go. You can see we're hauling an intermodal rake behind us. This is going to be a very relaxed drive on the Great Western Main Line. It's not too up and down, or the gradient isn't too severe, so you can pretty much just hold it around 60 without too much effort, which is always nice. We've even got the Class 66 on the East Coastway as well. I forget there's some services with that as well. So there's quite a few possibilities about where we can run it tonight. So yeah, feel free to put in the chat where you'd like to which route you'd like to jump onto next. I'm always happy to take suggestions. So we're well over halfway to our go via location, which is going to be Maidenhead. And then after that, next go via is West Drayton, and then finally into Acton Yard. See, Great Western Express was one of the fairly first pieces of DLC to release. So sometimes this, yeah, you can feel the age of it, but it's yeah, it's a really nice route. Maybe a winter jump on Cross City. Yeah, Cross City could be quite fun actually, especially trying to get up the Licky Incline. Hello, Crazy. How you doing? Glad you're well, glad you're well. We've got a very chilled run tonight in the 66 across various UK routes. I've been looking forward to doing this one actually. Shame we don't see the DB livery across more UK routes. It always tends to be EWS. I don't know why. It seems to be just kind of exclusively to this route, which is a little odd. Seeing that it's actually most of the EWS liveried 66s are slowly being turned into the red liveried DB ones. Crazy, you've never done a run in the 66 despite having it since I own TSW. Yeah, it's 66 is always it's always fun. I really would like to see some other freight locos come to the UK routes, because we always tend to get the 66. There are so many other ones that are very popular and very different to the 66, so maybe one day. Oh, you did one on the East Coast Way, yeah. It's there's quite a few routes that you can run the 66 on. Yeah, the 70 would be nice. I quite like the 60, that would be very cool. Or a 68. That would be, yeah. Either one of those, I'd be very happy. So we're going to be going past through our first go via location in just a moment. Got Maidenhead coming up. Tell you what, let's go all the way up to Maidenhead and we'll watch the 66 come through. There we go, let's watch it thunder through Maidenhead. Very nice. Very cool shot. Let me know if the sound levels are okay. I know the 66 can be sometimes a little bit loud. So next go via location, 10 miles west Drayton. Sound is good. Lovely, thanks for that, Crazy. Not as bad as that wiper on, yeah, that was pretty horrific, that, that wiper. Yeah, that wasn't good at all, especially with it's quite a long run in as well. But it was quite fun running up and down on the Boston to Providence route. You did a Keystone run on Trenton today and you definitely didn't spat at New York Pen. Yeah, fair enough. I haven't jumped on Trenton ever since it was released, and I should definitely give it another go. Perhaps that's one for a future stream as well. That does look like quite nice shot, actually. We get a clear shot without clipping through like the light. I might have just got that one. That might be a better thumbnail than the one I took originally. I'll tell you what, let's just turn. Let's just turn DSD off so I can keep that screenshot a second. Evening, David. You bought Trenton last week and very much enjoyed the routes I've done. Yeah, and I think it's only going to get better with the upcoming timetable update that will add even further services and also introduce the Long Island Railroad as a layer, so that that could be very, very cool actually. Certainly what I'm looking forward to seeing. You're very new to the game. Well, welcome to the Train Sim World community. First of all, hopefully you're finding it very enjoyable, because it's a great simulation game. Yeah, the New York Trenton route. I think there's quite some negative feedback about the number of timetable services didn't represent real, I guess, true to life, and so that, you know, Dovetail Games actually took that on board, and they are working on an upgrade or an update to it. So yeah, I think it's a real positive. Yeah, as Crazy says, there are a number of new services going to be added. That one, if Southwest Trains ever comes to TSW and you take up the Next Station series suggestion, I would definitely want to see Embankment to Waterloo, to Clapham, and then to Gatwick Airport. Yeah, that would be pretty cool actually. Just do a little bit more power here. We're slightly losing a little bit of speed. It's all good. David, you ended up buying 19 DLC along with the 4 I got with the game on Steam. Oh wow, that's, yeah, sounds good. Crazy. I'd imagine the timetable will come with bug fixes, absolutely. It's just going to be Trenton that's updated, David. Boston Sprinter, I think, is pretty good actually so far. I don't think there's any sort of major outstanding bugs, and certainly the stream I did at the weekend kind of proved that. It was really enjoyable. Evening, Alfie. How you doing? Yeah, absolutely agree with Crazy. The Acela and Boston Sprinter are pretty good. 4 days till your Germany trip, Alfie. I bet you're excited for that by the sounds of it. Look at this beautiful 66. Some more intermodal wagons there, a couple of containers on it. David, we don't know. A lot of the speculation is that Train Sim World 4 is coming, but genuinely we don't really know too much about what will be announced on the 22nd yet, so yeah, we're all going to wait and see. Aviation fan, I'm thinking about buying London Commuter. Do you have to have the rush hour pass for it? No, you can absolutely just buy London Commuter on its own. Yeah, no rush hour pass required. Yeah, the speculation has slowed. I think because I don't think we've had too many teasers as of yet about what could be potentially announced on the 22nd. So perhaps from this week onwards, we might start to get a few teasers announced on their social media. David, yeah, London Commuter is a really popular route within the community, so it's one I love absolutely playing, especially the timetable that you get with it. It's just yeah, so busy and it feels very realistic. Crazy, yeah, only 8 days to go. It did feel like just yesterday that it was announced. Right, we're coming up to West Drayton, which will be our next go via location. Let's pop ourselves down here. Let's pop ourselves just here. I think that's a good spot to watch this Thunder 3. So, aviation fan, the rush hour pass was almost like a bundle that was released in the summer a couple of years ago, but now you can just buy the individual routes. I don't think they sell them together as a bundle anymore. If I just missed, I think they're all good. You got an AWS spawn in? Interesting. We got a green and a yellow. I don't think that yellow is for us though. Crazy, you do think it's TSW3? Okay, interesting. I genuinely have no idea at the moment. I think I could go either way. I think if I'm honest, as long as it's a good three routes that are, you know, relevant and actually wanted with, comes fairly bug free, I think I'd be happy, if I'm honest. I think that's all I'm really after. Bug free routes, ones that are interesting in terms of the gameplay. I think I'll be happy. Can run up to 85. Actually, we're permitted to run at 75, so let's speed things up. That one, I don't know if you responded. I don't think I did respond to you. Apologies. Manchester, to go between Manchester and Liverpool on Northern and not Transpennine. Yeah, go on Northern. It seems to be the more reliable operator at the moment. How much would the price be of TSW4? I guess it really depends how many routes you get with it, but I guess probably if it was the one route, maybe £29.99, and then possibly if you get kind of the bundle with all of 3 routes, maybe £39.99, something like that. Is the Amtrak Acela very computer intensive? Oh, being overtaken by HSC, sorry. Computer intensive, I'm considering getting it, but if I can't run it, well, I don't think it's worth it. For me, it's run absolutely perfect. I haven't seen a hit to sort of the way it ran ever since I've sort of bought it, so yeah, I don't think it's an issue. Crazy, it wouldn't make sense for Skyhook to release something, yeah, 1 week and a half before Dovetail Direct gets announced. Yeah, that is a fair point actually. For it to be so close to potentially releasing another version. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very fair point. I genuinely don't know either way which way it will go, whether it's just a whether it will be a just for TSW3 or for TSW. There will be a TSW4. To be honest, I'm not really fussed either way, as I said. Yeah, crazy good shout. East Midlands Railway is also an option from Manchester to Liverpool. How did we forget that with the Glossip Line? Yeah, absolutely. That one, it is, yeah, Liverpool to Norwich. So we're getting close to Acton Yard now, only 3.3 miles. Come all the way off the power now, so we're definitely getting closer. You can see on the map here, oh yeah, we've really come quite a long way from Reading, and yeah, we're almost at Acton Yard. Let's start to slow for the 60. There we go, there's 60. Crazy, imagine the stream will be announced the 2-3 dovetail routes, and then the German loco, yeah. And the Just Trains route, yeah, absolutely. I think you're probably spot on. Got the ADOS warning, and that's indicating that we're getting down to 30. Going off to the left. Yeah, slowing nicely now. Just ease back a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. We're going to get a double yellow in just a second. acknowledge AWS. You can see double yellow with the feather illuminated. That's what we expected. So we'll be going off to the left here into Acton Yard. Brakes are released at the moment, which is good. Yeah, absolutely. They'll probably show off the updated timetable as well. That makes sense, I would say. And then maybe, I guess, one or two other things. I guess if there's perhaps future DLC to go with these other routes that are being released, perhaps, maybe. Because obviously we've seen that Flying Scotsman leak, so to speak. Here we are at Acton Yard. So we'll just keep rolling a little bit further to our stop location. A couple of 66s. Over to our left, some more wagons. Very nice. There we go. Perfect stuff. Come on, stop. Little over, but I'll take it. And we've been kicked out already. Let's see how we did. And it's a gold, of course. Fantastic stuff. So that's the 66 on Great Western Express. Now let's time to jump into another route. And I think we had a suggestion for the Birmingham Cross City, so let's choose that one. And we need to pick the right one. So we've got a 15-minute one. So from Kings Norton, from Bromsgrove to Kings Norton. So this is going to be a cement train. This is early in the morning. Is there any others that perhaps fit? From Kings Norton. No, that's Railhead Treatment Train. I think we'll go with this, but we'll put it into July, and hopefully they'll be a little brighter. Okay, it is a bit dark. Never mind. Night run in. We'll want. Let's put the cab light on a second. We'll want instrument lights. We'll want AWS, which we'll acknowledge. We'll turn DSD on. Perfect. I think we've just got to wait a moment. I think we're pretty set. Oh, we are quite a short contest, actually. I thought we were going to be a lot longer than that, so we should really get up the Licky Incline with no issue whatsoever. We've got all our switches on. Nice. Let's put the dimmer up to bright. David, looking for suggestions. I enjoy long stretches between stations rather than lots of short stops. Have you any suggestions for routes that have that, or one of the routes on Trenton had that, which I enjoyed? Ooh, that's a good question. Probably something, if Boston Sprinter, if you like Trenton, that's probably going to be something a little bit similar. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of all of the different... You've got, if you like German, you've got Castle Würzburg. That would be a good route. But I should imagine if you've got the base game with the routes that came with it, you will have that already. So actually, we better keep the brakes on a little bit here because we are on an incline. We're just hanging around while we're ready to depart. Yeah, chat. Give David some suggestions if you can think of any. A little bit of power on, and away we go. So 8 miles to run. Yeah, Castle Würzburg is the longest route in game, David, and it's literally just one stop between Castle and Würzburg, which is Fulda, and it's about 80, honestly around 80 kilometers between each of the stations. So it's definitely a good fair distance to run. And obviously, if you like high speed, then yeah, it's probably a thing for you. Northern Transport Line, yeah, that's a great shout actually, with the 45 and 47, and also come to Aachen, yeah, of course, with the IC3. Great suggestions, crazy. There we go. So away we go for the Licky incline. Run up to 60, but I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that. We can barely make ourselves out. I thought this was going to be lighter in June, but not to be. That's okay. We are at full power here. Are we going to make really sort of getting into the incline now. 3.1% gradient. This is steep. We've got... That might help if I turn the cab light off. Get to see a little bit better outside. Acknowledge DSD there. That one, you'd like London to Guildford and Hampton Court, or London to Basingstoke, Southampton, with additions of Hampton Court and Guildford, yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty cool actually. Yeah, Southeastern Highspeed on the high-speed section, so between St Pancras, Ebbsfleet and Ashford. Yeah, that's a good shout. T3 flying past us there. Oh, I thought we'd crash there for a moment. Yeah, driving to Ashford is good with the Class 395 because it's, especially with the inclines and that you get on high speed one, it does make it a challenging drive at times. So we haven't got too much further to go on the incline. We're about halfway up now, and then it will flatten down. always think starting at Bromsgrove is quite a challenge when going up the Lickey incline, because you don't really get a run up, so to speak. How realistic is it that freight trains would stop at Bromsgrove and then I know they do sometimes have a banking loco to help them up, but surely some freight trains with if they've got a bit of a run up should be okay. Seems like the Southwest trains route could be very popular. I'm pretty sure it's a popular one in Train Simulator Classic, so hopefully we will get that one day. We're almost at the top of the Lickey incline now, so not much further to go. Yeah, absolutely. Clapham Junction would be that'd be very nice to see it busy with both Southern and then Southwest trains at it. Yeah, definitely. There you go. You can see the gradient starting to ease now. 1%, 0.3. See, we're picking up speed now as well. Lovely stuff. And there we go. Now we're really picking up speed. So we'll be heading all the way to Kings Norton, which, as you can see, is just there. And we'll leave the service there. And that will give us the opportunity to jump onto another route. So yeah, feel free to pop some suggestions in the chat as where we go next. I'm kind of thinking Southeastern Highspeed or Brighton Main Line. Let me know which you'd like to do, because I think both of those you can do runs in the daytime, so that'd be quite nice. We've had early evening, we've had evening. Let's do sort of middle of the day, I think. That one, if Southwest Trains gets announced, you're pre-ordering it. Nice. Obviously, you're a big fan of SWT. What's so appealing about it for you? Is there something in particular? There we go, running through the first station. This is going to be Barn Green, I want to say. Yeah, absolutely that one. And we also have got, yeah, as you say, the stagecoach license. Slightly speeding here, let's sort that out. Got a little carried away with ourselves. Just release off now. That one, you used it a lot in 2013, which is why you love it. Yeah, fair enough. The 450, the 455 and 456, nice. So, David, are you playing the Southeastern Highspeed DLC just out? No, this is Birmingham Cross City. As we get to see Class 323 flyby. We've also got the Glossip Line as well. I keep forgetting all of these routes that have got the 66 on. We'll try to do as many different UK routes tonight with the 66. And we're speeding again. Let's just come off the power, dab of brakes. There we go. Bit more power. This is a nice looking route in the evening actually, especially as you run through the stations. Looks like we've got a double yellow about to come up, and we'll acknowledge that. So let's put the brakes on. Just ease them down a little bit there. Lovely stuff. Slow and nicely. Just come off the brakes totally now. We're well under 30, so don't need to go any slower just yet. And we can see the single yellow about to come, about to be upon it. Gonna get the AWS warning, which we'll acknowledge. I should imagine this is slowing us down, and yeah, it's for the junction here, as I thought, as we approach Kings Norton. Let's just ease back a little bit now. Go. We'll start to slow a little bit further here. We're going to have the red any second. That was full of 45, which is fine, and we'll get a further AWS warning as we get a little closer to the signal. We'll just crawl up to this red, because we can't expect it to change, even though we know it's probably going to be approach control that's is at play here. Just a double throttle just to keep us rolling. And I should imagine, hopefully, as we roll to this this signal here. Get the AWS warning, which we'll acknowledge. And there you go, as predicted, it's changed. It's good stuff. And we'll put on a little bit of power here, which should take us into Kings Norton Station, where we'll come to a final stop. Come into Kings Norton. We should take the junction here any second. What's that? Points here any second. There they are. Go off to the right. Lovely. And let's start bringing this to a stop. So around here, please. We are at full service, and we've definitely gone over it, but never mind. There you go, you can see the cement wagons behind us, and that will do. I'm sure we won't get gold for that. There we go, a nice bronze is what it's all about. Right, lovely stuff. So, time to jump onto another UK route. And this time I'm thinking, ooh, what should we do? Southeastern. See what we've got here. We want the full timetable, of course. We can take one from Hoo Junction all the way to Dartford. That sounds fantastic. Let's go. Lovely stuff. Let's we're finally doing a daytime run, so we'll get to see the 66 in all its glory. Day running. You can see we've got some old wagons behind us that are full, so should make things interesting. Seeing the MRL, Mendip Rail. Nope, I wanted to press 1. Let's get the cab set up. So we want, of course, AWS, which we'll acknowledge, and DSD. Turn the instrument lights on. I think I would have thought Hoo Junction to Dartford would take it longer than 25 minutes, but I guess we'll have a pretty clear run all the way, which is quite nice. I'm trying to get through as many different routes as I can tonight, so these shorter runs are definitely going to be appreciated. The 166s, I love driving the 166s. We'll wait here a couple more seconds. Let's have a look round Hoo Junction. Got 66 over there, another one there, and lots of freight wagons, which is cool. It's looking nice. Yeah, quite possibly. We'll We'll soon find out. Although we've still got the red here. We'll gently creep because we are going down a gradient here. Hopefully it turns by the time we get there. There we go. Perfect. And away we go for Dartford. It's quite a weird stop at location. I guess it's not taking us into Dartford's station, which is interesting. It's just outside. Oh no. Stop at there and then basically going to wait for 5 minutes before we can get into Dartford platform. Interesting. That's going to be a interesting to see what it wants us to do there. You think the 700s pass Higham, pass each other at Higham at 20 past and 50 minutes. Okay, we could. It's always nice running this route now with such a variety of stock. So out we come onto the main line here. It's always fun to watch it snake across the junction. There we go. Very nice. So once we've cleared that, I suspect we'll be able to pick up a little bit of speed. There we go, we can actually head up to 20. And I should imagine it will go a little higher. Yep, there we go. Got the 700 actually coming towards us. Very nice. Let's go into notch 8 and really pick the speed up. That one random doge. The GWE diversions could be like due to engineering works at near Acton. HST services would have to be diverted to London Waterloo, and we could have them run either Waterloo to Clapham, and they could run via Western Main Line. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to have that little bit of variety on that route. Yeah, Grid Crazy, it is the only real modern route, certainly in the UK, that has variety. Yeah, absolutely. It was nice to see. There is a real good collection of BR era locos, which makes me think the Just Trains route will be pretty good actually, because they'll have a good stock of locos to actually include as layers. So looking forward to that. Hello Samuel, how you doing? Hope you're well. get to 45 eventually. There we go. There's the beautiful 66. They feels like quite a heavy heavy load behind it. We're not accelerating that fast. Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you, Samuel. Yes, this is Southeastern Highspeed. We've done Great Western Express already. We've just done Birmingham Cross City. We're trying to do as many routes with the 66 as we possibly can. There's the Javelin. We will need to slow for the upcoming 40. Let's see if gravity can do us a favour here. Yeah, it's coming down nicely. Layer the 150 from West Cornwall local, if it ever ran to Blackpool during that time period. I'm not sure actually. That one, maybe if we added Manchester to Sheffield and ran TPE and Northern 195s. I think it's going to be an early period or an earlier period that's the Just Trains route, the BR era. Let's release the brakes. There we go, there's 30. Crazy DTG should just make Merseyrail, it's 75 miles. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Would it be with what's their new stock? Is it the 7? I want to say 7, not 710s, is it? It's just been introduced, I can't remember. Samuel, at Holt Doncaster, operated by Northern. Yeah, I definitely think we should see more northern trains or northern routes included now we know that they've got the license. That's it, 777. Thanks, Crazy. As we run through Gravesend. Let's pop ourselves just here. It's quite a long rake of wagons we've got going on there. That one mentioned for a while, wanted to see East Coast Main Line, Southwest trains, Sheffield to Manchester and some other northern trains routes. Yeah, I think that's a great mix of train or routes to be added. Can't complain with any of those, to be fair. Hull to Doncaster, that seems to be a popular one. Yeah, I think you're right, Crazy. They're slowly being, I guess as they're ready to be introduced to the network, they're slowly being added. We're seeing plenty of traffic on this run here. what we do next is perhaps a Glossip Line. I forgot the Glossip Line also has the 66 on it as well. Yeah, absolutely, that one they do seem to be highly requested and popular routes, so yeah, it would be nice to see them. So we're going to be running through Northfleet any second. Crazy, hope the next DTG routes will be network restore routes here. Let's just ease back now. So here is Northfleet, and the next one will be where we, or the next kind of key location is where we run over the over High Speed 1. So let's see if we're going to be lucky enough to see something run underneath, but you never know. Let's keep our fingers crossed. You can see the 66 coming across now. Yeah, not lucky enough this time. Yeah, that one random days. I absolutely hear you. Mainline should be busy and not empty of services. Absolutely agreed. Samuel coming up with some great ideas there. I like Exeter to Plymouth. With cross country, don't think we will probably ever see that operating company in the game. Sadly, I don't think we can get the licensing. But Great Western Railways as well. That would be pretty cool. We're going downhill here. Let's put a bit of brake on. There's the 465. Seen plenty of those on our journey so far. They are fun to drive. Yeah, absolutely, that one. It's yeah, if it's an Arriva route, it's probably unlikely to get the licensing, which is a shame. Brighton Main Line is actually, I guess, the is really quite busy as it is. I think it's quite a good route with a number of Southern and Gatwick Express services, but in reality there would be Thameslink services and also Southwest trains at Clapham Junction, so It could be busier, but I don't think it's a bad route. I don't think it's a bad route at all. It's really... It's up there with one of my favourites. I think this route, Southeastern Highspeed, is definitely my favourite just because of the variety. And then Brighton is closely followed by Brighton Mainline, actually. There's a 700. Look at that, beautiful. Did lose quite a bit of speed there. Let's bring it up, but we are going to hit a double yellow ahead, so that's going to be for our stop at location coming up. We'll acknowledge that. Jesse's back off the power there. Come off the power actually altogether now. And that's the AWS warning for the 40, which is no drama because we're not even doing 30. Okay, we've got a single yellow, let's acknowledge that. Bit more brake on now, as we expect the next one to be a red. We are going down a 0.5% gradient here, so slow things down. Not probably that much, but okay. On Steam, it's either called Brighton Mainline or London Commuter Tracks and Chill. It was that phase where they weren't calling the routes by their kind of what they are. They were kind of coming up with these different names, such as London Commuter, to I guess give them a bit more sales appeal, but don't think it really did it for anyone. So they've gone back to naming the routes kind of linked to their location, which makes sense. There we go, we're stopped at the signal here. Yeah, East Coast Way is supposed to be a quiet route because that's true to life. I guess we're probably waiting for clearance into the station here, but there's nothing stopping us from rolling in unless this one is due to leave perhaps. Wait 2 more seconds and see what it wants us to do. Wait until 7 minutes. Wow, okay. So they make us wait till 5 minutes past. Now wait till 7 minutes past. Interesting. I guess it is that. Yeah, it's that one there. Okay, that's fine. East Coastway feels busier than Midland Mainline. Yeah, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Hopefully Skyhook Games get on top of Midland Mainline. Could be so good. Oh, okay, it's going into its the sidings here. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one go into the sidings here at Dartford. Oh, and I got the other one leaving. Oh wow, okay, that's pretty cool movement that's going on here. One comes in, one goes out. It's a good service here. Hopefully, in a minute, we'll be given the path into Dartford Station. There we go. Hoping that, there you go. Signal's cleared for us. Platform 2 we'll be going into. Let those brakes release. There we go. Oh, it's not the button I want it. Look at that, beautiful. Yeah, Great Eastern Main Line would be very cool as well to see in the game. 321, 345, 720, 745. Yeah, a real mixture of rolling stock. There we go, 15 miles an hour should be more than plenty to get us into the station. Couple of all the 465s we've seen today. Oh, okay, that's cool, Crazy. You get to, you've really got to know the Southeastern network then. And NIMBY Rails is such a fun game, I've said this before. Samuel, you're back. Nice to have you back. You always come back somehow. Oh, we need to be stopping. And another 465. Being surrounded here by 465s. How cool is that? Now we've got to wait 20 seconds. Yeah, east of England routes and Welsh routes, yeah, definitely. It'll be cool to see some more Scottish routes as well, actually. See if we can get a better shot. No, that's a great shot. 3 465s and a 66. There we go, let's see how we did. I'm not expecting a gold. Yeah, bronze feels about right. Ah, that's all good. Right, let's head back to the timetable or the route choice again. we've still got plenty of choices. I think I said I was going to do the Glossip next, wasn't I? Oh yeah, that's a nice short run to do. Hyde North to Ashbury's. From Ashbury's to Guide Bridge, up and down past Loop. Feel like Hyde North to Ashbury's is probably going to be a good one. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's put it into light clouds. Oh, no, not foggy. Light clouds will do. Yeah, the 465s are definitely the nice, are really nice again. I love driving them, especially with the those regen brakes. Oh, we need to put it into cut-in. See, some reason, some routes you don't need to do this. Cut in. There we go. Oh, we've got some DB wagons behind us. Very nice. Let's do the usual. Turn the safety. Oh no. Turn the safety systems on. DSD. There it is. How long is this? Oh, this is quite a long rake of wagons we've got going on here. With a... Oh, wow. That's interesting. It looks like we've got a 323. I don't know what's going on there. That looks very funky. It looks like a 323 that's just in all grey. Interesting. Well, another minute to wait. Let's just have a look at the chat. I think they should do some test trains in the game. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. 97s would be boring. Colossus 37 Mark 3 cages, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Some old intercity stock would be nice to look at. David, you're from Scotland, so Scottish route would be that is good. Is Inverness to Avermore? Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Crazy, it looks weird. Yeah, absolutely. That needs some further investigation, I think. At another point. Right, so we'll be running on the Glossip Line. Obviously, this is a fairly recently released route. Two more seconds. There we go. And there we go. There's the signal that's cleared. Let's release those brakes. Wait for the brake cylinder pressure to come down. Okay, there's a 323 in its northern livery. Come on, give it a bit more parking brakes off. That's struggling to move. Whatever. This must be a pretty lengthy train. Oh, actually, there you go. That's interesting. Yeah, that's I would say broken. That's really cool. I've never seen that before. That's definitely a bug. Yeah, that's pretty... It's pretty odd what just happened there. They do look very cursed. Never seen anything quite like that there. That is one lengthy train though. Let's just watch us go by. This is definitely one lengthy rake of DB wagons we've got going on here. Okay, we can run up to 40 because that's what the AWS warning was for. Kind of wondering why they built the line from Guidebridge to Stockport so far, from what it looks like on the map. Yeah, that was very odd. It feels like this part of the of Manchester could be expanded out so much more, make it so interesting. There's our stop at location. Ah yeah, it's here at Ashbury's. Okay, cool. Here you got huge lengths, pull spurs off. As we start to go through Guidebridge actually, let's just ease back. What have we got going on at Guidebridge? Let's have a look. It's always normally quite full. Yeah, we've got a freight train here. Another 66. And lots of wagons. Great Western Express 6.5. Very easy route, but it does get boring after a while. Yeah, it can do if you're just running the HST back and forth between Paddington and Reading. The 166 is good. Yeah, you can't even stop at 3 out of the 15 stations on the map. Yeah, agreed that one random doge is it's good, but it's short. It's short, but several parts are empty. Yeah. I think, well, especially Manchester Piccadilly. Yeah, it feels like Glossip Line could have been so much more. But I guess as their first northern route. Yeah. I would like to see the 158 come in northern livery as well. And the 150. There's so much possibility with the northern northern liveries or northern licensing. You can speed up here instead of cruising along at 40. we've got Samuel doing his takes on various routes. Teesline Valley 5.5, Tyrone boring, West Cornwall local, actually pretty decent but not good enough. Southeastern Highspeed, quite unenjoyable little route. I say little, it's huge. Yeah, I'd say Southeastern is definitely higher than a 7 with all of the layers. Don't own West Cornwall local, so couldn't tell you if that's. Oh my god, we need to be slow for 20. That's never going to happen. Yeah, absolutely. Glossip was just felt like a filler route. Oh, we might actually be alright for the 20. We might be a little fast, but start releasing those brakes now. Oh, those brakes on that 66 got us down in time. Very impressive. Thought I was going to be going across those points far too fast. Let's watch us snake across the points here. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. I'd quite like the UK route, whatever the UK route is going to be, for one of those large stations that we currently have in the game that are very empty to be actually utilised. Like Manchester, Piccadilly, Glasgow, Central. What else have we got? Oh, Birmingham New Street, of course, yeah. Yeah, agreed, Crazy. I don't really mind about the length of the routes either. I think it has to be. I think I would like to see lots of different service patterns, which are the things that make it interesting, because sometimes just running back and forth from the same place can get a little tiring. It's sometimes good to do various sort of, if you think about, say, some of the various runs you can do on Dresden to Riesa, there's lots of different stopping patterns which make it interesting. So we're coming into, I think this is Ashbury's. Should be, yep, absolutely is Ashbury's. No worries, Samuel. Thanks for dropping into the stream. Enjoy your rest of your evening. So we're coming up to our stopping point. And off we go round to the right. Something a little bit different for the Glossip Line. Don't think I've run anything up this part yet. This is where the overhead lines finish. And we need to be stopping. And there we go. We've got to wait for a moment apparently. What can we see? Can we see much up here? Ah, fuck it. Oh, blocks us off there. That's a shame. Let's run back to 66. See, the length of it is incredibly long. And there we go. Stop at... Hey? Oh, okay, it wants us to reverse into here. Okay. Okay, that's going to be an interesting move. We've got to go backwards now. Back we go. See you, that one random doge. Thanks for dropping into the stream. And back we go. Make sure it is set correctly. Yep, points are all set, so we're all good. Acknowledge that. Yeah, crazy, better reversing. Some, not often that we do, especially on a run like this. That one around also, if you do that series, I'm definitely joining the stream. If it's a stream, oh yeah, I'll give it a thought. See how we can best do it. So we're going to be stopping in the siding, uncoupling the 22 vehicles, and then I guess moving the lake out of the way. Pretty fun doing a little bit of reversing, something different. I like it. And again, you can see us snaking across the points. Crazy, it was a recommendation by that one random doge was to do instead of driving the train, jump on as a passenger and do maybe sort of like starting off in the London Underground at, say, Embankment, running to Paddington, and then jumping on, say, the HST at Paddington and running to as a passenger to Reading. So making the most of being a passenger rather than driving it. So a little bit different. I'm not sure how necessarily popular it'll be, but something to try. Also means I can interact with chat a little bit more. So I'm trying to have to drive and read chat at the same time. Still got a little way to come yet. Just acknowledge that. You'd also already have an idea for that series. Oh really? What sort of thing did you have in mind? We're getting closer to the end of this siding. Feel like we probably need to start braking. There we go. Let's just put the brakes on. And we've got to wait for a moment, then we've got to uncouple 22 vehicles. Let's jump back to the other end. That's pretty neat, doing that little reversing manoeuvre. There we go, uncouple 22 vehicles. I'm guessing 22 vehicles is... Come on, let me do it. No, okay, let's just, I know, it's liked it, stop at location, okay, great. Your idea would be Hempstead to New York Penn, switch to New York NYT, and then take the Acela to Trenton. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, we've just got to go a little bit further up here. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to do a passenger run on that. You could perhaps, there's also the other one that I was thinking of is, say, Gatwick Express to from Victoria to Brighton, and then say Brighton to, say, Seaford on the 313, or to Eastbourne on the 377. It's just... Yeah, Hempstead is the only alright branch on Long Island Railroad. Interesting. That, yeah. What are we waiting for now? Let's have a look. That should be the last thing we need to do. Should... Probably... Oh, okay. I was going to put the handbrake on, but maybe not. And of course, another bronze. Right, let's do the final run in this Class 66. And this time, it's going to be on Brighton Mainline or London Commuter. If I can find where I've put it. There it is. We're going to do a fairly short one, I reckon, if we can find it. Red Hill to Streatham Common. I think that sounds like a great idea. And that should round off this stream quite nicely, actually. Start to release those brakes. There we go, it's starting to come down now. That's the pressure built up. There we go, keep the brakes on. We want daytime, we'll put the instrument lights on. AWS, of course. And DSD. Yeah, absolutely, just jumping around getting the collectibles. Yeah, I can imagine that would be fun as well. We are going backwards here at the moment. Away we go. For Streatham Common. Bit more power. There we go. We're moving nicely now. This is a service from Mountfield Sidings to Southampton West Docks. Nice. We've had a real mix of 66 runs today, which has been pretty cool actually. This will be the 5th route that we've just run it on. Yeah, absolutely. Waiting around can take a little while. Something like the London Underground is perfect for that type of thing. Bakerloo line. Starting to pick up some speed now. Hopefully we have a fairly clear run to Streatham Common. I imagine we should be okay. That's where we're heading. fair old way, 12 miles. Ah, okay, got you, crazy. Let's acknowledge DSD. The only services you do on Brighton Main Line are Selhurst to Victoria runs, or sometimes East Croydon to Clapham. Yeah, there's some good services. I quite like doing the 387 services to Gatwick. That can be usually quite fun. Definitely just need the 700 on here now. That's what we're missing. Going up a gradient here isn't helping us pick up speed that quickly. Do I have a schedule for my streams? If I'm honest, not at the moment. I'm really hit and miss in terms of what days I can stream at the moment. Generally, it's always a Monday around 6:30 UK time. 6:30, 7 o'clock UK time. And then later in the week it tends to get a little bit harder to predict. This week I think it's probably going to be a Thursday stream. And again, it'll be around 6:30, 7 o'clock when I go live, UK time. I need to definitely get better at planning streams, but I think what I'm intend to do is perhaps put out a community post on Sundays, giving a heads up of what the schedule is going to look like, and then I'll kind of ask you guys for ideas on perhaps what should be shown on the stream. Don't know if that would be, people would be interested in that. Extremely long tunnel here. What's passing us? Oh, that's a 375. I have to say, I think I've said this in the past previous stream, but actually using a physical button to acknowledge AWS and DSD makes such a difference. So if you're all kind of wondering what it looks like, let's just chuck oh, it doesn't look like this, but the classic this is the AWS one on this, but it's the classic yellow plunger that's available on oh god, fuck my blank. Oh god, complete mind blank. Who makes them? TS controllers. The AWS plunger does also work on Train Sim World. Hello again, that one random Doge, how are you? Glad to see you back. Aviation fan, what recording software do I use? I use OBS. time there. That's fair enough, that one, a random doge. There we go, get it down to 50. There we go, perfect. You might need to play Train Sim again, so you don't need to use your keyboard to drive here. What else do you use if you don't use your keyboard, Crazy Place? There's a 377. We roll through station here. We can jump up to 60. Ah, your Airbus joystick. Ah, nice. Looks like we're going to get a double yellow here, so we'll start applying the brakes. A bit more on the brake. There we go. Feels like we're slowing nicely here. Can't even drive with the keyboard on transit. You know, that's one thing that I've been really looking at, thinking about picking up is Tram Sim, but because I think that would be pretty cool to stream actually. Does look good though. Yeah, perhaps that's one if there's a sale, I might pick Tram Sim up. What are your thoughts on it, Crazy? If you play it. Yeah, it feels like that's probably the case. We've got trains, yeah, trains ahead of us. So we're just coming into Purley. Yeah, you can see it just there. There's the one that's holding us up. Yeah, you can see that's a double yellow at the end of the platform there. Just apply the power. It's pretty good, doesn't get a lot of updates anymore though. Oh, okay, fair enough. I take there's not too many issues with it. Down if we're double yellow and at 40. another double yellow by the looks of it. No, it's a single. Where's our AWS warning? I'm sure I should have alerted. Overtaken by a 377. You can see our next red ahead. Okay, now it's cleared. Just a little bit of power. The length of the lines are around 10-20 minutes on Munich, 3 lines, and then 25-45 on Vienna, 3 tram lines, but one of them is just a metro replacement, so you don't count it. Not too many issues. Waiting for the passenger mode update that was announced 2 months ago. Okay, fair enough. So now a double yellow, so step it up a little bit more. That sounds interesting. Need to have probably a better look into that. And the depot DLC, is that what? I don't know. It sort of sounds stupid, but what is the depot DLC? Is it literally just a depot that you can run around? Samuel, you always come back. You do. Nice to have you back. There we go, double yellow again. Going to be another yellow. We're definitely following something in front of us. This is quite cool. It's keeping us on our toes here. See the red ahead. It starts slow. Adds 2 kilometers of track scenarios, and the depot with some nice. Oh, okay, that sounds pretty cool actually. We've stopped way too early here. Let's put a bit of power on. Oh wow, that's pretty cool actually. Back to a single yellow. You can just see if you look very, very closely into the distance. There's a 377 ahead of us. And now we're at double yellow, so can we keep accelerating? It's gone green. Okay, nice. Enjoy driving on Transium without a timetable and just pretending to be an additional tram for like busy people. Okay, that sounds pretty cool actually. Different types of. It's definitely one I'm going to have to perhaps look in and perhaps picking up. Would you say Munich or Vienna is? Which one is better? take a proper good look at that. Right, here we go. We're going to have another double yellow, which we'll acknowledge. Start sewing a little bit. So we're coming into East Croydon here, which means we're probably going to have to stop just outside East Croydon, so we'll start applying the brakes. A little bit harder. Vienna has the busier feel and has the newest type of tram and a pretty old one. Okay, it's nice to have a mixture. There we go, we've got single yellow now. Tram from the late 70s. Well, you got to think it's over 50 years old now. Late 70s, so 40 years-ish. 40 years, 45 something years. Like, it's still pretty old actually. Oh, double yellow, cool. Let's put much 4 power. So another 3.6 miles to go to Stretton Common, and that's going to be a single yellow for the next one. Now it steps up to double. Yeah, the oldest tram still running. Okay, nice. And now a full green. Let's go full power. Go past Selhurst very shortly. Looks like whatever is in front of us has gone off to the right, so we should have a pretty clear run now. They had ones from 1968, but they retired last year as also as a DLC. Okay, nice. Nice you can get the various trams that have run around Vienna. Won't worry too much about our speed, because as soon as we go up this gradient it will slow right down. Let's ease off the power. Also wheelchair passengers, but you can only get them with when running a new type of tram, because the old one the high floor. Oh, okay, cool. I like that. Different. It's pretty true to life then. Bit of brake here as we're going down a little bit of a steep gradient. We'll run past Selhurst Depot. There it is to our right. Let's just jump out. Looking fairly busy. be a little bit of brake here as the speed starts to pick up again. But we will be able to run up to 40 in just a second. Okay, release off now. In fact, then we jump straight back down to 25, which we're acknowledge and start applying the brakes. I think this has to be my favourite run with the 66 on this stream so far. Love that we chased those yellows for quite a distance. Hi Alberto, how are you doing? Welcome into the stream. It's a slow run now. Where are we? Okay, got a little distance to go still. That's cool. Oh, slightly speed in, a little bit of brake as we run through the station. Our body's off. Brakes. All good. Wow, there's a 40, so we can pick up some speed once we're fully through. Okay, there's 40, so let's pick up that. So pick up the power. Crazy, you remember when they were testing automatic trams in the city? Oh wow, I bet that was interesting. Especially being automatic. We're going to have a double yellow coming up. Which we'll acknowledge. We'll come off the power. Oh, it's green now actually, so we'll just keep rolling. We're now only 1.2 outside of Stretton Common now, so not far at all. And that will be our final stop for the evening. Unfortunately, your older trams will leave service around 24, 25. Let's start braking here. Just release off the brakes. It's been really enjoyable just driving the 66 tonight. And it's quite nice that we can do it by jumping onto various different routes. It means we get to experience a wide range of UK routes tonight, which it's been nice. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have as well. We'll acknowledge that. And we'll start to slow a little bit further. We're going down a 0.8% gradient, so we'll need a little bit more brake than normal. Yeah, it's normally I'm just stick to one route, but to do multiple routes has been yeah, it's been fantastic actually. And to finish on the Brighton main line is always great. I just love how much traffic's been overtaking us along the way. And perfectly timed, we get to see another freight train. How cool is this? An intermodal service in DB red as well. Nice. We'll roll up to this red signal here. Go. Perfect stop as well. I like it. So that's a perfect way to round up the stream where we've obviously put and a gold as well. Fantastic. Where we've run the class 66 across various UK routes. Hopefully you've enjoyed this as much as I have. I've been yeah, thoroughly enjoyed switching up routes tonight. So if you have, please consider hitting that like button and also subscribing if you're not already done so. And we'll wrap the stream up here, and I'll be back on Thursday for another stream. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions for the next stream, leave them in the comments or in the chat, wherever, and I'll take them on board. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.